Hi guys, how are we today? It's Cutter here. I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown on some basic tips and tricks for building a round base. I know a lot of our camp builders are pretty flat out right now. We're getting a lot of UFO type build requests come in, and I just wanted to sort of see what I can do to help. So like a video and a page that you can just reference to whenever you need some sort of help. So as far as a round base goes, for those of you who don't know, this is how it goes. So you place one tile down, and you follow that. Sorry, my control's a bit buggered. You follow that with two tiles either side of your centerpiece. And then what we do from this point is you delete the centerpiece. Just delete the tile going out from the centerpiece, so you end up with a pattern like this. And then we go ahead and put door frames. I'm just going to use metal because I've got more metal than anything else at the moment. So it is imperative that you use door frames in this. This will not work using walls, so keep that in mind. So the way I start this is I'll stand on the center of the tile. I'll move my cursor to the center of the tile that is attached to the door frame, grab that with X, and then move it to your right or your left until it lines up about there. Now I like to do it so it lines up pretty much along this column here that you can see, and the reason being for that is when you finish with it, you get a little bit more room for error. Just place them there, grab your tile, put it back to the center, make sure you keep yourself lined up, so check that now and then. Grab your center piece, move across, put your door frame on. And what I do from there is I'll go and do each quarter before I fill the centers. It just helps line things up a bit, gives you a bit more of a, I don't know, it just seems to work a bit better with me. Obviously experiment with this, find out what works better for you. Keep in mind when you're doing this, make sure that these pieces here line up. Check your height, because you need to get that right at this stage in the build. If you don't get that right on this first pattern, then you're going to run into problems left, right and center. Another reason I'm doing this video is because doing workshops is awesome, and I think we're getting into those, and we're going to be doing a lot more of those in the future. But it helps to be able to see my screen, if you know what I mean. It helps to be able to see what I'm doing, because you could be standing there but you can't see what I'm doing in my build menu. See what I mean with my control? When that sort of stuff happens, just pick it up again, try again, because you'll change your level. Just keeping myself centered on that tile. This is also the same method that you will use to do a UFO. That's probably another video altogether, but to start the UFO you do need to do this round pattern. We'll also show you a few tricks I learned from Sean that has been really helpful. Sean is an excellent builder, guys. If you need any advice, do not hesitate to ask him or myself. Now that we've done that, so we've got three either side, just going to go along, make sure that these are all leveled up, leveled. See how we're looking for that to clip in nicely. When your jetpack doesn't work, it's frustrating as. There we go. Looks pretty even to me. What we're going to do from here is, I like to shift one tile out of the way so it doesn't get caught up. But from here, keep on your center. Shift your tile to there. Then we're gonna move that across and just fill the gap. You'll notice that you don't overlap so much as on the other ones, but it still works fine. Apologise for my control going all over the place, so we'll be getting a new one when they decide to get some into store. See that? I'm not happy with that, so I'm going to remove that. And like I said, you have to get this right the first time. It's looking a lot better. Should might go the other way, just because of my control. Once you've got to this stage, I like to just center my tile pieces back again. I'll grab one and put it out here, because what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how to double wall this, because if you're building a UFO like Sean's design, it's good to be able to double wall it. So you have to use a door frame. This does not work with a wall. Put a foundation either side of the door frame, and it will allow you to snap another one, allowing you to put wallpapers on both sides of your build. Keep in mind this will use a fair bit of cam budget. Literally just go around and just do this repeat. For this video I am using the Tyler County dirt track. It just seems to work a lot. There's a good decent open space. Also, when you are practicing your builds or you need to work something out, use a workshop. Don't go tear down your base or tear down someone else's base. It's just a lot easier. Yeah. You can see there, that's me getting ahead of myself. I didn't put an extra tile in there, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go put that in now. Just make sure you never, until you're pretty much done, don't ever remove that center tile. The reason being is if you make a mistake, that is the center piece of your whole base. You can just build back off of it and you'll find your corners, you'll find your original door frames that you laid down, you can work off of that. When you are building a UFO to make it elevate, basically you just build another layer on top of there, then go from there, but that'll be more in detail video in the future. Keep in mind that once you start building those, you got to get it right, because if you make a mistake, a lot of the time you can't remove a certain tile you've placed down. It makes it very difficult. On that one. Alright, so now that you've got that, for this purpose, for a round base purpose, I'm just going to show you just like one story ground level. The roof is another technique that will take a little while. It'll be a video on its own as well, but from here you can actually just fill the floor in. You'll overlap in certain places, but that's alright on a round base. On a ground base it is. When you build a UFO, obviously it's going to be completely suspended in the air. You won't need to have flooring underneath. Your flooring is actually made out of roofing tiles anyway, which can also be difficult to decorate. Just keep that in mind, that you cannot put skins on roofing tiles. I know a lot of what I'm saying may seem pretty obvious, but I'm just stating it for the people who may not actually know. So once we've got that, you can just go ahead and turn all these into door frames. So I just go around on one side, or windows, whatever you prefer. And then what you do is just go back to the outside and repeat on that side, and that will allow you to place Atom shop skins on both sides. See there, that there is a perfect example where I haven't lined it up properly. That's just me rushing it for the purpose of this video. But yeah, that is a perfect example there. This is what happens when you don't line things up straight, like from the go. Like, you need to make sure that it is properly lined up, otherwise you're going to have bits and pieces like that. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little bit OCD with my builds. Keep in mind that when we're building, we're representing the guild, so
Hello.
it'll make it look good. Hey Katie, I'm just doing a video for the building guys.
Yeah, no problem.
So once we get to this stage, you can just go ahead, put your wallpapers on, but it's not giving me the option, probably because I'm in a workshop. But stick all your wallpapers on. The roof will be a video for another time, guys. That is quite a process involving flamethrowers. If you have not got the flamethrower, you will need it. You can get it through the quest at Abby's bunker. You will need that. That is important, otherwise you cannot. Basically the idea is to place ceilings on the alternate pieces and then destroy those ceiling pieces and then place more ceiling pieces in the missing gaps, and then you just rinse and repeat until you've filled the whole roof in. That's basically the idea for a round base, but I'll get to that in another video. And I will also be making another video for UFOs, and I will also be making a video to show you how to build the dropship that I built. I hope to see all you guys at the building workshop in a few days time. I believe it's tomorrow or the day after, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, take it easy guys.